I want to do this one. The first show, I've had some great moments. One of the first time I ever got to play with this guy was here in Houston, and I don't want to say his name because I want to tell you it's kind of funny if I don't say his name first. So I have never in my life been more prepped to meet somebody. It was like meeting the Pope, basically. I was debriefed for 2.5 hours on how to talk to this guy. My manager talked to me and she said, listen, if he has his hood up, don't talk to him. Don't ask him any questions about this, don't ask him about that. And then his manager talks to me and he goes, listen, I don't know if anybody's talked to you about this, but if it's... And then I mean, it went down the line and it was ridiculous. I knew more about how not to talk to this guy than anybody ever. And then this guy walks up backstage and starts talking to me. And I was terrified because I knew all the time, I'm like, okay, wait, but after about 2 minutes I realized none of it mattered because he was super cool and we sat around and rapped about music and life for about an hour and a half. And then I got up on stage and played and had one of those visceral moments where it's like, okay, I wish I could bottle this because it's going to end and then I'm going to be done and I'm going to be telling the story about when I did it. And it was opening for Bob Dylan. It was the first gig was here in Houston. Wow. And it changed my life. It changed my career. Because I grew up as a huge Bob Dylan fan. My dad was a big fan, and I grew up with all those records. And when I started getting into songwriting, there were a couple of, obviously Townes is a huge influence, grew up with him, but as far as somebody that I hadn't grown up with, Bob Dylan was probably the single biggest songwriting influence because it's pretty much where you turn to learn how to songwrite. It's like, God, it's weird. You sure there's nothing up there? It just doesn't seem like just air. But his songs are so amazing, and this record has always resonated with me, even when I was a kid, but now that I'm married and have kids of my own, God has a lot of weight. It's such a beautiful, beautiful record. Blood on the Tracks, one of the greatest records ever made. And this is a tune I actually put out on one of my records. I did a humble version of it because you can't eclipse what he did, but I did my best. So send this one out to you guys, and thank you so much for hanging out. And what a great! I can't believe I get to do this and eat Randy's food, and it works out that way.
Thank you.
Really lucky. You guys have a great Christmas and 2013, huh? Crazy. It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? Conversation was short and sweet. It nearly swept me right off of my feet. And I'm back in the rain. Baby, you're on dry land. Well, you made it there somehow. You're a big girl now. But on the horizon, yeah, well, he's sitting on a fence. He's singing a song for me at his own expense. And I'm just like that bird. Just for you. Well, I hope that you can hear me singing through these tears. as a jet plane, oh, well, it moves so fast. Oh, but what a shame that all we shared can't last. Oh, I can't change, I swear. Oh, see what you can do, 'cause baby, I can make it through. Baby, you can make it too. Love is so simple, to quote a phrase. You've known it all the time. Well, baby, I'm learning it these days. Yeah, and I know where I can find you. Oh, you're always in somebody else's room. It's a price I have to pay. And you're a big girl all the way. With a change in the weather, oh, it's known to be extreme. So what's the point in changing horses in midstream? When I'm going on up on that, with a vein that stops and starts, like a corkscrew through my heart. Ever since we've been apart, Thanks, y'all. Please, one more time, tell them folks over here.